I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights.
Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that.
Well, how do you feel about the pro bodybuilding right now? And Big Ramy winning Olympia. What do you think is gonna do you think it's gonna take in the direction of mass monsters again, or how do you see the future of the Olympia going?
I think he looked great though. So I know mass monsters, but I think he had shape too. I think he looked great, and he's such a kind soul. Skip being a kind person. I can just stand around him and you can just feel he means well in life. And so I like the aspect that he got his. But that whole top class, all those guys, I love all those guys. They're good people. They're good representation for bodybuilding. I think that the other sides, that their society's more. I don't know if the numbers show it, but it seems as though society really loves the classic more so than the main class, I guess. What do you find?
It's definitely very popular, the classic, but I think men's open still generates the most views when it comes to the ratings, just because it's the
the freaks,
it's the ultimate factor.
Yeah.
So, which personally I never saw a problem with that. A lot of people complain about the aesthetics, but I feel like you want to see a spectacle of some sort, so that you seeing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Man, my first Olympia back in the days, it's like seeing Lee Haney, come in and do what he did, being the first really big guy with shape.
Yeah.
It was like, I guess that's that same discussion now, but that was over 25, 30 years ago. So I'm okay with it going the way it's going. I love muscle. So obviously superheroes, those guys look like superheroes to me. So I love it. I love that they're monsters in that sense. And then at the same time, I'm cool with they got classic now and everything else. And then the girls are coming back. I'm actually going out next week to have dinner with Jack Wood. So I'm excited to find out what's the future for this whole thing.
Speaking of superheroes, I don't know if you heard Chris Hemsworth, the Thor, the actor. He made some comments recently saying that because of his physique and his love for muscles, just like he's not, being respected as much as a serious actor because he likes bodybuilding. It was a big headline actually. It was like I think a couple of weeks ago. It made the news. What do you think about that statement? And do you think Hollywood embraces muscles? Because you in Hollywood also, you do roles.
Yeah. That's a shame because I've seen him do other things and he's great in it. I think it's just the individual feels like maybe he's not being taken serious for, because I know he's such a good looking guy and he's an Australian. So I've never met an Australian I don't like. They're all guys. They're fun to hang out with. And so, yeah, it's a tough one because the world of acting in movies and acting, you got stars and then you got actors. Actors are very protective of their craft, where stars, they just jump past everybody. And he's a star. So I could see anybody that's a star that the acting community will say, well, I just saw something similar to that in the sense of not being taken serious is somebody just talked about, Chris Evans didn't act until the fourth or the final Avengers. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, no, this first three, he was just kind of like just good looking and all this and that. He wasn't taken serious for it. And then it was finally the fourth when he really dug into his depth. And I'm like, okay, I think that's just one of those things when it comes to Chris is maybe feeling a little bit like he's a superstar and he's overcasted he's not getting the respect from the actors, which is probably just like health and fitness. The bodybuilders feel maybe they don't get respected by the classic guys and vice versa.